device.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'd like to share some ideas about future cars and some related technology convergence for our automotive industry in the future. First, I will talk about some evolution of the car and what will be the future cars. After that, I will talk about some convergence and related creative talents with some conclusions. As was introduced earlier, Steve Jobs is one of the greatest technical leaders, and also Henry Ford is another great technical leader about 100 years ago. He created Model T, and this Model T has been very popular at that time, and it was introduced in 1908, and during its 20 years life cycle, it has been sold about 15 million vehicles has been sold under the name of Model T. And we can, if this vehicle is being running in modern time, this would not be as convenient as modern cars. This has been basically a vehicle just for the transportation, but not for driver convenience and safety compared to as a current standard. But modern cars are very complicated, and a lot of performance has been improved after 100 years later now. Just simply comparing the performance, this engine, for example, the Sonata engine has a lot less than Model T, but the power is order of magnitude greater, and the maximum speed is, again, very high compared to old ones. All of this has been enabled by electronic technologies. The cars nowadays used to be, in old times, it used to be just a mechanical machine, but nowadays it's kind of electric device now, like a refrigerator and television, something like that. A lot of electronics. In this car, for example, in Sonata, we have about more than 40 small computers is running in this vehicle. So it becomes so complicated. So this is kind of an example of technical convergence between mechanical engineering and electronics. But the car has been provide a lot of convenience and a lot of benefits for the people, but it also raises a lot of issues, such as air pollution, and it provides a lot of fatal accidents, and also traffic jams, and so many. It provides also some troubles. And automotive industry challenges, the most challenges, still providing a lot of convenience for the people, for human life, but how to resolve these issues. And this is a big challenge, and this all requires great technology in almost every area to resolve such issues. Now let's look at some of the changes in the future environment in various sectors, such as political area and economy, such as big growth of emerging markets in economies a lot of changes in society, such as mega cities, and people using current IT technologies. People are connected in everywhere, such as ubiquitous kind of environment. And the technology area, we have a lot of humans' capabilities being improved, and also artificial intelligence is being introduced. And looking at, based on this kind of environmental change in the future, in automotive area, there are many focus areas, such as connectivity. Our car need to be connected to the infrastructure, and car to car, there are a lot of connectivity required. And also in safety areas, the car, nowadays, the safety has been very well improved by introducing seatbelt and also airbags. But this is after the accident, but now a lot of technology is introduced to prevent the accident even before the collision happens, to avoid all those collisions. And nowadays, we have to do a lot of improvement and eco-friendliness, just improving our fuel economy and reducing the harmful emissions. And still, we all need our convenience, such as a moving office and something like that. So we put to do all these kind of things in automotive, we need, obviously, all kind of technology convergence is needed. And let's look at what will the future car look like. There are a lot of imagination from movie makers. There are some realistic ideas for automotive in the future, and also there are a lot of unrealistic cars, but not in the near future. But many of the technologies already available to make this thing happen. And one of the most closest things which will happen in the future is self-driving cars, which will be self-driving, autonomously driving, and a lot of, to implement those things, although technology is already available to make the self-driving vehicles. And here is some another ideas which has been introduced by our engineers and designers, such as electric bicycles, which is named an e-trike, which is kind of can be happen in near future, and some robot automobiles which can transform and deal with all kind of road conditions, and using superconductor to make the electric vehicle more efficient and more realizable, and also eco-friendly vehicle which is built by all natural materials and use all natural energies. These are some ideas which is being working on by our engineers and soon to be realized. And here's a real vehicle which no drivers in the car, which is driving, which is going on the street, avoiding all kinds of obstacles by itself. And this is equipped a lot of sensors and a lot of new technologies, communication technologies and sensor technologies and image processing technology. And there are some words coming out there. And as you can see, this has been quite successful, running without any problems. And based on this kind of technology, we have some competition event by the developed by the university competition for autonomous vehicles, which was held last year, and many universities participated, about 10 of them, and quite many of them has completed those autonomous driving without any accidents. And we can tell this kind of autonomous vehicle will soon be realized in near future. To do this, we have, as I said, there are so many different technology need to be converged and work together to come up with this kind of things happen. Now, let's look at a little bit about the technology convergence. And we talked a lot about the technology convergence, but technology convergence in previous viewpoint is just put together some different technology and different areas, but it does create very limited product, limited creativity. But new viewpoint on the technology convergence is the creation of entirely new technology areas. It's not just putting together things, but all technology should be melt down and should be creating another new things. And such as, there was a good example like iPhone. I very much admire Apple's technology. They are not just separating hardware and software. They kind of combine it together, which take both advantage of hardware and software to make most efficient, making it as a one body and taking most advantage out of both areas. And such as there's some in creating very new values. So I would like to redefine the technology convergence. Convergence is not just putting together technologies, but which really look into the most details and go deep dive in the technology and create another new things. Not as it's all melted down together and create new things, taking both advantage of each other technologies. And as I said, creative people needed for the era of technology convergence. Now this is the era of technology convergence, and the simple convergence I said is just what type of person. But what I would like to say, a better creative convergence is what type of person who goes to the root of the issue and creates innovative solutions rather than just putting things together, just understanding very superficial understanding of different areas, technologies. And in automotive areas, we have a big challenge, such as making zero emissions and zero accident and infinite convenience and 100% recyclable for a sustainable globe and sustainable humanities. This is our ultimate objective, and this will be the car which will be really contribute for the humans. Here is some example of the technology which has been coming with the convergence of the electronics and mechanics. And based on engineers, what type of engineers enthusiasm, passions. This is another hybrid which use very simple hybrid system which is different from the existing hybrid systems. This system has been very simple and most efficient system which has been thought about 15 years ago, 20 years ago. However, at that time, the technology, even though this is more simple systems, but there's one big technology hurdle we have to overcome. At that time, new computer capabilities and control theories, control technology was not available. So most of OEMs, most of car makers have gave up. But we revisited those systems, and using the modern technology, we was able to overcome those technologies which was not possible at that time. So, but still having as good performance as what's available already. So this is an example of successful example based on the white type engineers' passions. And another example is fuel cell electric vehicle. I don't know whether you know about the fuel cell electric vehicle, but this is electric vehicle which is using hydrogen, pure hydrogen and air, and it's both are combined in the fuel cell, then it generates electricity, and only the product is water, pure water. So there's zero emission vehicle. This has been developed, and about more than 100 of this vehicle is running in Korea, and about 30 of them we kind of sent to the US last 5 years ago, and that program has been finished last year. So this has been very successfully running, and this uses a lot of different area technologies, such as electrochemical. It's not just mechanical engineering, but electrochemical and electronics, a lot of control theories, a lot of chemical engineering, and so many different areas combined, work together, and all converge into one and create a new value, which is a zero emission vehicle, which is known to be the ultimate vehicle for in the future. Okay, and I would like to conclude. We are living in the era of the technology convergence. Technology convergence is provides opportunity to innovate by continuous creation of new value, and this will be the basis for the new growth engine in the future. And also to make this thing happen, we need very creative, talented engineers who has white type kind of passion to work. In automotive area, the future of technology in automobiles, as I mentioned, our challenge is to make zero emission and zero accident and infinite convenience and 100% recyclable for future sustainable globe. This is a big challenge, and to achieve this big challenge, we need super engineers who is capable of doing, capable of have talents in every areas. In conclusion, we need a very strong future industry leaders who must embrace a lot of creativity and a lot of insight and diverse knowledges and a lot of passions and embrace of challenges. And most of all, who really cares about the humanity and these societies. And these technology leaders should be very keen to the change of the market needs and market environments and change of the technology environments. And those leaders cannot do alone all those things, but it needs a lot of cooperation from other research activities, research institutes. And also, we need some systems, innovative systems, education systems, and training systems are required to develop and support next generation of creative, talented engineers. I would like to finish with one proposition. As I mentioned, in the future industry, successful industry, we need a lot more talented engineers than it used to be. Who knows who is very good in every areas, not just one areas. We need more talented in engineers, but the society nowadays is a little going in the wrong direction, as you know and you agree with me. So we need we are very much in trouble in these kind of situations. So I like to ask all of you to be more interested in science and engineering, where there is so many opportunities in the future to contribute for our economy and for the technology and for the humanity and society in the future. With that, I would like to finish my talk, and thank you very much.